struggling in the first half, and that's been amended now, Ronan. The scoreboard's been amended there now. It's 113 to 12. So I hope you're enjoying this coverage here on this Saturday afternoon. Hopefully we won't have any Wi-Fi difficulties in the second half. The referee and his linesmen are back on the field. While I have you, sure, I might let you know that if you're about Gorey next Friday night, you might pop into the Ashdown Park Hotel for Strictly Come Dancing. Yeah, it was just corrected a few seconds after you left there to sort that out. Okay. Yeah.
Always sharp to the ball, all right. As usual, Mick, you're
sure.
You're the man.
Had to keep it out.
We'll take that.
Yeah. Ronan, you've been...
It's a phantom point, all right, but...
Yeah. Ronan, you were making amendments and adjustments there in the... to your sheet here with hieroglyphics, and you've 1-7 there for Allan Murphy. He's been going well there in the first half.
Allan Murphy at number 13 for Kilkenny. He's been moving fairly well. He's been snapping on to it's basically a lot of mistakes by Wexford. A good portion of the Kilkenny score in the first half has come off our mistakes. Now, in fairness, that's off Kilkenny putting pressure on, Kilkenny putting blocks on. But they aren't the most elaborate blocks or fantastic blocks I've ever seen. It's a lot down to our mistakes. Okay, you still have to give credit to Kilkenny for putting a bit of pressure on and seizing on those errors and building up a good score. Like, they're up 5 points to no score, Mick. We got it back to 5-2. Kilkenny burst out again to 1-7-2. So they also had a bit of lead. Credit to Wexford though for coming back, and it's 113 to 12 points now. There's a phantom point out somewhere. We'll take it, because definitely Jerry Ford as well had it 11 points to Wexford, but we'll take that point. But there's a good chance here still, because Wexford were definitely not at their height of their potential in the first half, and I just hope in the second half with a good few stern words from Davy, Brian Coley be giving stern words to Kilkenny as well, because the Kilkenny guys, at least there's only 6 there from last year. Started the game, but they definitely responded to Brian Coley's words, and I would be hopeful that the Wexford lads will respond to Davy's words in the second half.
It's funny you mentioned that phantom point. I see a Kilkenny man who's quite aggravated down on the sideline. Oh, it's back to 11 now. Well, they've made quite a number of changes there to the scoreboard in the first 35 minutes here. A whole 176 people tuned into us on the YouTube. Great to have you. And 3,544 people are gathered here at Nolan Park for this, the Bournemouth Walsh Cup final. All the proceeds from today's the gate receipts will go towards the Leinster Players Injury Fund. Quite a worthy cause.
Kilkenny kept waiting anyway by Wexford.
They are indeed. They're getting wet out there now.
As the weather deteriorates further and further, it's terrible weather. This morning up to about 9:30 it was kind of misty and drizzly, very slight drizzle. Then about 9:30 the weather just really deteriorating. Now at the moment, in the first half it wasn't so bad, just intermittent showers, but now it was really deteriorating, which could lead to an old mistake here and there. And no better man than Cathal Dunbar. I won't ask you about any further insights to his transfer, because Ballygar trying to hold on to him, and you have to say Ballygar, they're a progressive club, they're trying to progress and they want to hold on to their best talents, and no doubt he'd be what an addition he would be to Nevena, but Ballygar want to hold on to him. But look, we won't get into that, and it's a thing which sensitivity over at the moment.
Well, it's a personal decision, and say by the teams coming out onto the field, I think, Ronan, I'll take that anyway.
Exactly, yeah.
But it's 113 to 11. That's the half-time scoreline. And the referee, John O'Brien, yes, from Laois. He's about to throw in the ball here. Lars Sutton's on the camera here, and we're away to go for the second half here of the Bournemouth Walsh Cup final. Bit of a scuffle for possession there around the middle. Already we see a substitute there in the Wexford team with Jack O'Connor being introduced. He's the man with the red helmet there, and so Wexford trying to craft an attack here in the opening throws of the second half. Storming onto it there is Aidan Nolan from halfway out Spiclody. But look, it looks as if Kilkenny Joe
O'Connor's gone off, I think.
Oh, so Jack for Joe. That's the quick sideline cut taken there. That makes sense, because Jack was in for the throw-in. And so Wexford come in pursuit of something here now. Matthew O'Hanlon trying to claw back possession. And there too is Kevin Foley from the Rapparees. And scooping up the ball here is Aidan Nolan. Could be something here now as Paul Morris comes through. He's just outside the D. He has options, but Morris hits it off the right, and it's gone over the bar there. 113 to 12 points. That was a well-worked team score a minute into the second half.
Yeah, the big thing there, Wexford committed in there, which looked like they're going to turn over possession, but Wexford, unlike the first half, they really stuck at it, got possession back, and turned it a point from Paul Morris. A very neat score, and Paul in it with little space, he took a good decision there to get the score back to 113-12.
Paddy Deegan collected that puck out there from Allan Murphy, but eventually Wexford clear it here. Oh, a heavy shoulder there. Was it a shoulder or was it a tackle? Well, the side-to-side tackle, isn't that what the official wording is? So, I don't know. Anyway, it's Wexford free anyway, we'll take it.
Wexford definitely come back into this game. The starting second half as we hope to start the first half, but of course didn't start the first half this way. They're starting a little bit more vigour, a little bit more assertive.
Surely are. So this is a Wexford. Oh, the linesman on the far side of the field has spotted something and he wants the referee to see it to it. So it's yeah, the referee's had a long chat there with the linesman and he's going to book someone here. He's right, penciled into the notebook there. Sean Murphy was about to take a bit of a argy-bargy off the ball there. The linesman goes in to break it out. Seems like it's kind of desisting at the moment. Now the Kilkenny man that's being booked here. Oh, it's a red. That's a red card. Kilkenny down to 14 men. Well, the talk, and that's Richie Reid, isn't it? Yep. Richie Reid now sent off for a mysterious decision. You didn't see anything, did you, Ron?
I didn't, and it's straight. As you said, when the linesman, a referee cannot, give a straight red on a linesman's, or any other official's aid to him, and it's quite surprising, that for an instant the referee clearly didn't see that he would come to such a sanction. But boost to Wexford.
Absolutely, there was a lot of communication, I think, because there was something definitely going on between the linesman here on this side, but then the linesman on the far side was furious at the far side. The linesman still waving his flag. I don't know what the purpose of it is. They mustn't be connected with their buzzers at the moment. There's a yellow card thrown out there after a Shemazel indeed, and then the linesman on this side, where's he gone? Oh, he has his flag up, and we have to go back over to him. Well, there'll be plenty of injury time now. I'd say we've only played a minute and a half, maybe.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and we're into the 5th minute officially. So the referee goes back over to the linesman. We're going to have another chat about things.
Something Brian Cody said. He seems to be pointing out what Brian Cody said to the linesman. Yeah.
Okay.
Which you can understand that Brian would be, if it was similar to Wexford,
Yeah.
It's just strange that a man is sent off when the referee doesn't actually see the incident.
Yes, very true. Anyway, it's Mark Fanning who takes the free puck. It's dropping inside there, and it's Kilkenny who come out on top. They've got advantage on their side as well. This is Joey Holden there, and now it's cleared there by Conor O'Shea, I think it was, and Killian Buckley. And now here comes Sean Murphy for Wexford. And that's Sean Murphy's ball. Kevin Foley has to scoop it up. Kevin Foley hits it through the legs of Jack Keaney, and now with a flick at Damien Reck, he's come onto the field, and the ball goes to the far side of the field, and here comes Paul Morris. Now there's a bit of jizz and life into this game now. We're inside the 65 metre line, and here comes Liam Ryan. Liam Ryan, 3 in his back, and he lets it off there to Harry Keogh, and it's gone over the bar. At the end of quite a frenetic spell of the game, it's Wexford who get a little bit of a boost with a man sent off for Kilkenny, 113 to 13 points, and this game is certainly alive now, Roland Fagan.
I'm warming up, and I think this game is a warm up as well.
Here comes Allan Murphy with the puck. Oh no, we're stopped again. The linesman isn't happy again. Look, I suppose it has to be dealt with.
He seems to be still getting grief from the...
Yeah, it's still with the Kilkenny line. Now this could be unprecedented. Brian Cody has been sent up into the stands. And Brian Cody isn't really going to take it.
No, but he will eventually have to go up to the stand.
He will eventually.
But the thing is, Wexford know they're in a bit of turmoil now. Kilkenny are in a bit of turmoil, a little bit of turmoil. A man sent off. Their manager is communicating a lot of distress on the sideline. It's up to the Wexford players to ram this home now and keep the doubts festering in their minds. Like, Wexford are back to 113 to 13 after being down 1-7 to 2 points in this game. It's a great comeback, and it'd be, the competition doesn't mean a whole lot in the overall context, because the National League game here against them is the big kahuna for us, and then the Championship game against them. But I mean, it'd be nice to win this, especially. It'd be great for the character.
Ronan, Brian Cody is now in the stands. It's taken a few minutes, but Brian Cody now in the stand is quite unprecedented, really. He's 3 rows from the back of where his other men are, and Wexford now trailing by 3, but a lot of things have fallen their way here. Kevin Foley with a hand pass. The ball is loose here, just in front of the stand. Killian Buckley rises, hand passes it off, lets it off to Ollie Walsh off the left. Low puck inside. This is now with Walter Walsh, 20 metres out. Matthew O'Hanlon makes a vital interception, and O'Hanlon storms through, hits it off the left with the hand pass, and that's with Damien Reck now. The young Aiken Bryan man lets it off to Simon Donoghue. Donoghue with space to his name. Now he's been crowded out by 2 Kilkenny men. He's just, no, it's still with Wexford's in Wexford's hand, and this is with Jack O'Connor. Jack O'Connor, the St. Martin's towering man, lets it inside to the full forward line. Here's Paul Morris. Paul Morris now 25 metres outside from his goal. He still has it. Now he's back to the 45-metre line. He's being swung out of, lets it out, and so this is a loose ball inside, and an opportunistic one now. Here comes Harry Keogh. It's dispossessed, however, and so Kilkenny come again. Oh, and a turnover here with Owen Moore has possession, and he wins a free for himself too. Well, I had never. We had the weather to blame for the lackluster pace in the first half, but whatever about the weather now, it's helter skelter, and it's tit for tat here now with the balls, with momentum swinging both ways. 113 to 13 points is the scoreline, and it's 8 minutes on the clock. We've 567 tuned into us here on the YouTube channel. It's great to have you, and we're hoping you're enjoying your Saturday afternoon. 3,544. That's the attendance here in Nolan Park, and it's quite a huge crowd with both stands pretty well packed. Now, bear in mind, not many now, only a scatter there on both end lines. This Jack Keaney with the free, and it goes straight over the bar. 113 to 14 points. Keaney's free came around just inside 65 metres, and the rain continuing, the drizzly rain, not too bad. It was quite heavy earlier on, and especially on the drive over here there this morning. And so the puck out, and it comes Wexford's way here. Sean Murphy's filtering in quite well, efficiently there around the half-back line. It's gone out there for a line ball for Kilkenny. I'm glad I brought my binoculars today. I could confirm that, but Brian Cody's still in the stands. Oh, Jack Ryan is tuned into us. Jack, of course, is dancing with Strictly Come Dancing in Nevena on next Friday night in the Ashdown Park Hotel. Don't miss it. And Kilkenny come in pursuit of a score here now. They're leading by 2 points, 113 to 14. Bit of danger here now, and it's well cleared by Wexford's defence. This is brilliant Sean Murphy. Sean Murphy's really come into his own there in the last few minutes, Ronan. Now a little bit of argy-bargy here. Down on the ground is Aidan Nolan. He's surrounded by a cluster of men, and the referee John O'Brien of Laois sees no other option but to throw in the ball. Bear in mind that Wexford are Kilkenny down to 14 men due to Richie Reid sending off there a few minutes ago. The ball is thrown in. This is with Aaron Maddock, and so it's a free in for Wexford. A free in for Wexford. Dry the ire out of the Kilkenny crowd. A free in, or free out even, for Wexford. It'll be Mark Fanning who's going to take it. He already has a point to his name. He got one there in the early throws of this Board Mona Walsh Cup final, and close to him there is Owen Moore.
And after being 8 points down after 18 minutes, Mick, we have a chance to go back within 1 point after 10 minutes of first or second half, and yet I say there's only 5 minutes played in the second half, so there's going to be a lot of injury in this game, as you said earlier. Yeah,
some change in the swing of things. Mark Fanning's ball just goes to the right mid. Yeah, it bounced off the Board Mona sign there to the right. Board Mona is the sponsors of this winter competition. And so Allan Murphy trying to pick out a winner now as he hits it off the right. He goes to the far side of the field. Is there someone there? Well, Liam Ryan's there for Wexford. Oh, what a terrific catch. That's outrageous stuff from Aidan Nolan. He wins a free for himself too. That was splendid stuff there for Wexford. And Mark Fanning isn't giving up there. He's going to come out and take this one.
I'm sure. Like his last free was only just wide, so I'd say that'll help him now this time with the wind and all. So I'm expecting this to be somewhere around the black spot, which will be obviously over the bar.
Ah, yes. 113 to 14 points. That's the scoreline. Wexford traded by 2, but they're certainly more alive and ready to go now in this second half of the Bournemouth Walsh Cup final. We've played 11 minutes and 42 seconds, but don't read into that too much. We had a lot of injury time. Now this one's gone very high. It looks a little bit closer to the post. Oh, it falls straight, very near the back spot indeed, Ronan. Allan Murphy, and it's a free in there for a foul. It was a technical foul. It must have taken place in the small square.
I think it might have been on Paul Morris, maybe. I think it might have been. Yeah. I could be mistaken now because there's 2 extra lads in and out that pounced on the chance there.
Yeah. But it's certainly
it's good to see that drive from the Wexford lads. They're more up for the game now, you know.
Absolutely. So quite a swing in momentum now. This is a 20-metre free for Wexford.
Point, but then again, I suppose the more the lads at the top would be more determined and they possibly might go for the goal. So
yeah. So this is Paul Morris standing over this one. He faces into the stand. There are 5 Kilkenny men on the line. All primed for this shot now. Looks like he'll go for the point. Lifts, strikes straight between the posts. So that makes it 113 to 15 points. It's a 1-point game in Wexford Park. In Nolan Park. Not there yet. It's rare for me to be on away territory though, so maybe that's why. Old habits die hard. Allan Murphy anyway standing over this one. About to take this puck out. And a double whammy of substitutes there on the Kilkenny team. Leaving the park are Pat Lang, the Roar Innisfree clubman.
Conor Martin is a 15.
And Conor Martin, yeah, it looks like it, yeah. So Allan Murphy with the puck out goes to the far side of the field. Underneath it there for Wexford is Aidan Nolan. Bit of a scuffle. And it's Kilkenny who come out on top. And it's a free for Wexford though, for a foul committed on Owen Moore. A lot of things seem to be going Wexford's way here in the third quarter of this Bournemouth Walsh Cup.
In fairness to say, the Wexford are making it happen for themselves, really, because much of the first half was disappointing from Wexford's point of view in terms of drive and motivation, but they're definitely motivated in this half.
Lester Ryan is on for Pat Ling and Chris Bulger is on for Conor Martin. So they're the 2 changes.
Chris Bulger can be quite a handful.
Yeah, 2 impact subs. Yeah. A free for Mark Fanning. This time hoping for something better than the last 2 shots. It's a little bit wayward this time and it's gone out there to the right and wide. It definitely came off a Wexford player there. 113 to 15 points. Quick puck out adopted there by Allan Murphy. Goes down to Morrissey and then to Lester Ryan, the Clara clubman. A little bit of hand passing around. That was played along the ground. I don't think the referee spotted it. I thought it was anyway by Padraig Walsh. Anyway, Padraig Walsh hits it off the right hand side. Goes inside towards Aaron Maddock. Aaron Maddock being dragged out. Free in. Harsh. What did you think, Ronan?
Yeah, it's a bit debatable, alright, but I think maybe the referee might have just got it spot on.
It was close anyway. It was close, wasn't it, Lar? Lar's on the camera there. There's a bit of playback here, so you can. No referee gets away with it anyway. Look, standing over this free now for Kilkenny is Allan Murphy.
1-7 already.
He's 1-7 to his name already. It hasn't added to it in the second half.
No, because Wexford have been more assertive and they're not much ball getting in there really into that danger zone, so hopefully Wexford can, if this goes over, Wexford can reply with about 10 points in a row.
The Glenmore clubman stands over this. He hits off the right and it goes straight between the posts. 114 to 15 points. Stretches his side's lead to 2. So now, Mark Fanning with the puck out, hits it off the right. It's coming to this stand side here. Jack O'Connor puts the hand up. It doesn't come to his advantage. However, Ali Walsh lets it inside to Walter Walsh, and now Walter Walsh trying to carve something out of it here. Loose ball, well played there. Damien Reck doing a lot of running work. Those young legs really benefiting Wexford here, and so it's Wexford who clear this from their full back line, but not too far. This is, the loose hand pass doesn't go Kilkenny's way, and so it's cleared there by Kevin Foley for Wexford. Goes there to the far sideline, and Kilkenny mopping up possession now. Well played, and now it's with Conor Fogarty. Conor Fogarty with advantage, and Fogarty wins his free.
Could be of extra time, Mick.
Could we have extra time, Roller, and could we have frees?
Exactly, the old free shootout like up in Mullingar. Was it Mullingar last week? Between Meads,
Langford, was it? Yeah. We've had one in football, but will we have one in hurling today? Well, let's find out. Standing up. Sorry.
I don't think the old internal heating system might last extra time, but anyway.
Owen Murphy with an excellent point, his second point from the spot now, and that pushes Kilkenny ahead by 115 to 15 points. Now, yes, there might be 17 minutes and 26 seconds on the clock, but bear in mind there'll be a significant number of minutes for additional time. Wexford might need to get another score on the board now. They're standing over this, or trying to get onto it, is Kem Foley, and Kilkenny come out on top here again. Ball going inside, and this is Allan Murphy now. Allan off the right. Oh, look, hear that roar. What a crowd here from the home side. It's rare to hear such a roar like that in a Bournemouth Walsh Cup competition, like in a winter.
That says a lot for credit to Wexford's comeback. That, I mean, they've made it, because they're over the far side stand anyway. You can hear the crescendo of cheers, in the second half, and but Allan Murphy is his own piper really for the crowd,
That was a great passage of play for Wexford with Damien Reck. Jack O'Connor leading to this passage of play with Jack Keaney taking a punt at the post. He takes a close look at it. It was worth looking at because it came back off the upright. Here's Paul Morris near the 13-metre line, jinking around the place. Chops it on his hurley, hits it off the right. Good ball. That's with David Dunn. David Dunn storming through, tries to jump over the man, but you won't get over that man. And so it's a bit of a scramble for possession now. And the referee waiting to make an adjustment. He eventually decides to throw the ball in. At least 7 men, I'd say, were fighting for the ball there. There's going to be a throw in now on the 20-metre line. Going in for it there is Aaron Maddock. And Kilkenny come out on top, 116 to 15 points. That's a 4-point gap. And now this is Sean Murphy getting back possession for Wexford. He hand passes off to Damien Reck. Reck has been racing between the centre back line and the centre forward line. He's a nippy prospect for Wexford. He's a fine young attacker for Oilgate Glenbrine, and he's back on the ball here now. This is with Sean Murphy, hits it off the left hand side. It's a high ball inside to the half forward line, but again that looks like it's Enda Morrissey coming out on top. You can hear the Kilkenny voices in the background here now. They're certainly getting more energetic, and this is Chris, and now it's Kilkenny coming to attack again. This is with Walter Walsh, and passes it off. They're trying to carve out an advantage point, and that's gone to the right and wide. It's a critical miss, isn't it?
Oh, let off, Mick, because I'd be afraid that if Kenny get a few more scores, it might be a bit too much for us. There's plenty of time left, but we need to get that goal back. And Colin Barr's there. David Dunn scored a goal here last year in the National League, a very good goal. So there's plenty of goal threats still there. Paul Morris, plenty of goal threats still there for it.
Liam Ryan went on a 40-metre run, and eventually it led to, that was a beautiful point from Harry Keogh. A really clever little stroke, just twirled inside the right-hand post, and so that's over the bar. Great work from Liam Ryan building up to that by Dew. He sold it from around the 65-metre line. More of that from Wexford, please. 116 to 16 points with 20 minutes and 38 seconds played in the second half of this Bournemouth Walsh Cup final. Owen Murphy with the puck out, goes to the far side of the field, and it's getting quite a bit of a tussle there now for possession. Damien Reck is there for Wexford, so too is is Kevin Foley. And now this is with Owen Moore. Wexford trying to make some of this. This is Kevin Foley again. Lets it inside. It gets through past 2 Kilkenny men. Could this be an opportune moment for Harry Keogh again? Harry Keogh, he has a vantage point of the ball anyway, but we're back to one of these scrum situations. And the ball is thrown in there now. Oh, a lot of steps taken there, but the Kilkenny man gets away with it. And so, a spare man here, Sean Murphy. Murphy! It rips through his hand. Ball slips through his hand even. And so, hits it off the left-hand side. This going into Cathal Dunbar. Or sorry, that's actually David Dunn who was on looking for that ball. And it's cleared there by Killian Buckley. Buckley picks out the man perfectly. Perfectly. And that's over the bar. Ollie Walsh with his second here in Nolan Park today. 116 to 16 points. Mark Fannin hits it at the far side of the field. I tell you, there are only 10 Kilkenny people behind me, but they're making a crowd a noise at 1,000. And this is now within Nolan. But Kilkenny come out on top again. They're strong in the turnovers, and here's Walter Walsh in the attack. He's 10 metres till the next Wexford man, and he puts it over the bar. What a roar from the Kilkenny crowd now. They're leading by 4 points, and there's an impression, even though they've won 20 Walsh Cups, and even though they won last year's Cup, something tells me that this would be a sweet one if they won it. They lead here by 118 to 16, but they're not going to win it easy now. With Jack O'Connor claiming that puck out with ease. Hits it off the left, 45 metres out. It was a tough stroke for him. It's gone over the bar. Terrific point from Jack O'Connor. He was falling as he struck it, and I wasn't holding out much hope, to be honest. But it somehow managed to just cut inside the post, and so it's 18 to 17 points now. 4 points between the sides. 7 minutes of normal time remaining. Owen Murphy about to take this puck out. Opts for the short one. Padraig Walsh, or is that maybe Paddy Deegan? Yeah, it's Paddy Deegan with it. Lets it off now to Padraig Walsh. Walsh, he's close to the sideline. Damien Reck gets a little bit of a shoulder, but oh, sorry, Owen Moore, but it goes straight, not at all. It goes straight to Lester Ryan. And Lester Ryan lets it off there to Martin Keown. Keown drops it over the bar. 119 to 17 points. Well, Kilkenny have certainly come back into it, but it's some contest here. What a fantastic opportunity for pre-Allianz League activity and testing players. It's been a fantastic contest altogether. Jack O'Connor of St. Martin's trying to get onto it there now. So too is Paul Morris. A couple of 5 players. Referee John O'Brien looking on. And that's with Lester Ryan. Lester Ryan has certainly made an impact since he's been introduced. Now it's with Liam Ryan. Liam Ryan tried to scoop it up. There for Wexford 2 is Matthew O'Hanlon. A crowd of a number around 4 or 5 players scooping it up there now. That's Kevin Foley. Now it's with Jack Keaney. Keaney picks out Liam Ryan. Liam Ryan, 65 metres out for goal. Takes the punt at the post. Could it be there? No, it's gone to the right and wide. It was certainly a courageous stroke from Liam Ryan, but it just dribbled out to the right and wide. Now there's Jack O'Connor has given his all since he's been introduced at the half-time point, and well, it looks like he's going to have to be. It's Lee Chin who's been introduced. We'll talk about impact substitutions. We had Lester Ryan on the far side, but now we've answered that with Lee Chin. So Lee Chin looks like. Oh, sorry, Lee Chin is going to be introduced for Jack Keaney. Yeah. Okay, so it looks like Jack O'Connor might actually be able to play on. It looks like he's going to try anyway. Yeah, so it's Lee Chin for Jack Keaney. That's the substitute. But yeah, Jack O'Connor's going to fight on. Well, I thought he was down and out.
Those O'Connor's made a good stuff.
My goodness. He looked like he was out for the count, but no, Jack O'Connor back up anyway. So Lee Chin has entered the fray, and so we've less than 5 minutes of normal time remaining. Kilkenny come in pursuit of something. There was a bit of a pullback there, and the referee rightly awards a free in. Matthew O'Hanlon kind of a bit of a pullback, and so it's a free in there for Kilkenny.
6 points again.
6 point game, and it just came like that. Wexford, it feels just like 2 or 3 minutes ago.
1 point was in it,
yeah. Sure, look.
We need a goal. We need Colin Barr. Kim Foley is now gone into full forward line with Lee Chin coming on. So, but there's goal threats there. Like Kevin Foley was very lucky in the Ring final a few years ago. It's clear not to get a goal. The crossbar denied him. So there's goal threats there. Colin Barr, David Dunn, Kevin Foley, Paul Morris. So there's plenty of goal, but we need a goal badly.
There was an off the ball incident there, and now the linesman who said, "I hope he gets a right." Oh no, it's another sub. All right, okay. I don't know. I didn't hear. There was certainly crowd noise anyway, but I'm not sure what. Oh, this is Conor MacDonald. Conor MacDonald's been introduced now.
Free for Paul Murphy or Allan Murphy. Allan Murphy free.
Allan Murphy free. Allan Murphy's hit that over the bar. It's
17.
Yeah, 120 to 17 anyway. Lots going on in the background here, and there's referees now booking the Wexford men. It's a yellow card there, and the boos echoing out for Lee Chin. But he wasn't on the field 30 seconds. Anyway, Conor Mac for Harry Keogh. Harry Keogh's on for it. Thanks for that, Ronan. We've 3 minutes of normal time remaining, 6 points between the sides. But remember, there'll be plenty of it. Oh, sorry, 7 minutes. Plenty time left. It was a quarter of an hour. Sorry. Misreading the clock there. Anyway.
7 inch time law, yeah.
There'll be plenty of injury time anyway. Look, this is now with Matthew O'Hanlon. Lets it off there to, this is now with Lee Chin. Lee Chin storming through, wins a free rider advantage with him, and it goes back for a free. It has. Oh, there's an argy-bargy of epic proportions now. Oh, the referee could blow his whistle, but there's a lot of hurls flying, and yeah, it's not good. You wouldn't want to lose a player. We were going well with playing Kilkenny with 14 men. Well, sure, you can see it on your screen there, really. You don't really need to explain it. Look what's going on here in the middle of the field, though. It's one-on-one stuff there in the middle. And now the focus of the earthquake moves to the centre of the field. Yeah, so now you have all players there in between the 45 metre and the 65 metre lines. So I don't know, how would you draw that to conclusion, Ronan? I don't know, really.
Well, sorry, one thing first of all, the goalkeeper has come all the way out to get involved. Well, then again, I see a lot of players got involved, so yeah, I know it's only nitpicking, but yeah, look at that. I'd say the most is going to be a yellow card for each side, but I mean, there's yellow card, yellow card for.
You must be a fortune teller, Ronan, yeah. 2 yellow cards coming there. 2 already awarded. Wexford got 2 yellow cards there. Oh, number 2, sorry. Wexford, Simon Donoghue got a yellow card. Now, his marker's going to get a yellow card by the looks of things. But I tell you, there are 2 linesmen having a look. I tell you now, it'd be lucky if we had a 4th official now, we'd have a good idea about how much additional time we're going to have today. But
it's a fair old appetizer for the game of March 3rd, isn't it?
Yeah, March 3rd. I tell you one thing. Now, the game has resumed somewhat, but I don't think the tensions have subsided just yet. We could see that re-emerge, but Wexford have possession now. This is with Aidan Nolan, lets it inside. Conor MacDonald's there. Conor MacDonald is being freeing. Yeah. He was being tackled from all angles, and so it's a free in the D. Conor MacDonald, he's opened up a fitness, personal fitness centre there in a complex. You can find them on Facebook for Fitness 14. And he spoke about how the number 14 has had such a huge significance on his life. Well, hopefully they won't be changing it to Fitness 23 now. He's wearing the number 23 just for this Walsh Cup occasion. But I'm sure he'll be wearing number 14 when it comes to March the 3rd for the big game against Kilkenny and that. So, this is going to be Paul Morris taking this one. Conor MacDonald with that well-won free. Now it's 120 to 17 points. We've played 30 minutes of normal time, but there will be a lot of extra time or additional time to be played.
35 minutes.
Sorry, 5 minutes, yes, of course, and then we'll have additional time. So Paul Morris hits that over the bar. Now, what that makes it 120 to 18 points. In other words, 5 points between the sides, and the puck out to come here from Allan Murphy. So, Murphy weighing up his options. That's his side lead by 5 points here in the Bournemouth Walsh Cup final. And standing up for this one is Esther Ryan, contesting it with Owen Moore.
Well done.
And scooping it up here, that's Damien Reck. Oh, brilliant ball inside from Damien Reck. Goes off Kilkenny short. That could actually have benefit now. This is with Kevin Foley. It's a scramble for possession. Could there be a goal? It's in the back of the net. It's a goal for Wexford. It's Kevin Foley. It could have been Kevin Foley. It's a Wexford goal regardless. 120 to 118. My goodness me. That changes things now. 4 minutes left here. Could this be a Wexford comeback? It was a Wexford goal anyway, but how it got there, it was just... he's given a yellow card there for... was it a Kevin Foley? No, it wasn't.
There's Patrick Foley.
Patrick Foley's coming on. And is that... I think that's 24 now. Jake Furman from St. Martin's introduced. So... Jerry Ford consultant. We're going with Kevin Foley there. I think Kevin Foley got the goal. Jerry Ford consulted with us there from South East Radio. I hope you're enjoying this. Almost 1,000 of us. We're looking like Kevin Foley, but who did you think?
I don't know.
The mayor doesn't know either. I tell you one thing, it's been some game here. It's for some second half.
Extra time.
Yeah. 2 points between the sides. Allan Murphy lets it off to the far side of the field. 2 or 3 men jump up for that one there now. So underneath it is Aaron Maddock. And scrambling for possession there. It looks like Damien Reck somehow has it. Damien Reck has been pivotal in the last few movements there for Wexford. He sent the ball in for the goal there actually, so he's had an untold influence here in today's game. So, and it's gone out there now for a throw ball. We've almost 1,000 of you tuned in to us here on the YouTube. It's a pleasure to have you with us. Hope you're enjoying our coverage now on the with Lars Sutton on camera and Ronan Fagan to my right. I'm Michael Dwyer, and it's good to have James Flood as well with tuned into us. Great to have you, James. And that's a free for Kilkenny there for a shoulder. Yeah, it was a bit of a sloppy decision.
The fact there were so many extra players shielding them, I think the referee just thought that they were causing offence. If he had seen it from this side, he would have known that the Kenny player played for that. And not a dive, but quite along the simulation lines.
So since we've had that goal, it's 120 to 118. 33 minutes and 11 seconds played in the second half.
At least 3 minutes injury time, if not 4, at least.
Oh, at least. I'd say we had that by the 10 minutes, you know. It's been a stop-start game, but it hasn't stopped the excitement whatsoever. Standing over this one is Allan Murphy. He's 1-8 now, has he, Ronan? Or, sorry, he's 110. This is going for his 111th stroke. And standing over this, Allan Murphy, 111. No, off the post, and Simon Donoghue to Sean Murphy. Incredible defensive play there in the last few moments for Wexford, and Sean Murphy clears it, and a perfect man to Lee Chin crawls it from the sky and heads past his own 65-metre line and then past the other one. Hits it off the left. Can that go over the bar? Is it there? It's there! Lee Chin, 1 point between the sides. That was some play there. It came from the ball coming off the line. Allan Murphy was going for his 111 stroke. It looked like it was all plain sailing for Kilkenny. Came back off the upright. Brilliant defensive play from Simon Donoghue, and Sean Murphy goes out to Lee Chin, and there you have it. 120 to 119. 40 seconds of normal time remaining. A Kilkenny substitution to be made. I tell you, it's championship stuff, and it's only the 20th of January.
I think we now need an old Colin Barr special, don't we?
Allan Murphy, what can he do with this one? 1 point between the sides. Less than 20 seconds left in normal time here in Nolan Park. And now this is danger here for Wexford. Kilkenny on the attack. Can something come of this? Oh, brilliant special work. And so this is now with Liam Ryan. Liam Ryan gets it out there. Additional time? At least 6 minutes, I think. Oh no, that was a Kilkenny substitution. Sorry, no, never mind. So Kilkenny come again. This time it's inside the full forward line. Oh, a string of players fall down, and so it's Mark Fanning who gets to clean up. We played over 35 minutes now. So 1 point between the sides. Kilkenny go up for this one. It's a claim by Killian Buckley, the renowned defender, and so it goes back there to Patrick Walsh. Walsh storming through, past his own halfway point, and taps it over the head of Damien Reck, and so he's going for it. Pursuit is Dublin. Patrick Walsh lets it off to Allan Murphy. Murphy! 2 points ahead. 2 point margin. 2 point margin in Nolan Park. 121 to 119. You can see Kilkenny want this. That was Patrick Walsh going on a 50-metre run, Ronan. It's quite taken on. This game is taken on a vein of its own now at this stage. 121 to 119. Mark Fanning with the puck out. This is a long range one. 6 minutes injury time. Do you think? Oh, could have been 3 either. Who knows? And it's a free in for Wexford. A free in for Wexford. Around 50 metres out from the goal. We're not sure how much injury time is to come.
6.
We're thinking 6 now.
Oh, sorry, 6.
Yeah.
And plenty of time for 3 goals, mate.
Standing over this one is Paul Morris anyway. 5 minutes.
5 minutes extra time.
5 minutes additional time. Right, y'all. Brilliant. When we've played 36 minutes and 31 minutes. So that comes with the official Kilkenny and Olin Park Mayor has awarded 5 minutes for additional time here. Paul Morris stands over this, hits it off the left, and that's over the bar. It's over the bar. 1 point between the sides. It's 121 to 120. Just a point between them. Plenty of time for a stroke of a ball to go over the bar. We've over 1,000 of you tuned in here now from all legs across the world. And here in Nolan Park, it's this Board Mona Walsh Cup, the spoils are up for the taking. Could go either way at this stage. The ball falls around 45 metres out, and it's a Wexford man who claims it. That's a terrific claim altogether. And it was Matthew O'Hanlon who fires it inside to the full forward line. Kevin Foley is trying to root out possession. He's trying to booster it up there. Paul Morris has it. He has space too. He's hit it off the left. Oh, it's tight. It's over the bar. All square in Nolan Park. Paul Morris with the shot. How it got over the bar, I don't know. 121 apiece. 37 minutes and 36 seconds played. Plenty of additional time to come. There's a man down on the far side with cramp. The play is playing on anyway. The game is playing on, yes. So this is with Chris Bulger, and Sean Murphy clears it. Could this be a Wexford comeback of the greatest proportions? They were trailing, but they haven't led this game whatsoever yet, but who knows, maybe they might be able to booster something up here at some stage.
Unless you get a goal, yeah.
Well, I tell you what,
from 1-7 to 2 points down after 18 minutes, Mick. It's a fabulous comeback because the boys struggling first half, but I mean the response, the character lads, has to be, it's so early in the season, has to be, acknowledged. And the thing is, Wexford are definitely not at the pace they were this time last year, because Davies kind of tapered things a bit better to, for the bigger seasons ahead of them.
I have Tony Malloy is tuned in from Nashville in America. I'm sure he has a bit of country music to partake in later after this match, but right now in Nolan Park it's 121 apiece, and Patrick Foley lets it down the wing. Skidded on the surface there, but played in by Damien Reck. This is an opportunity for Wexford to sneak in front. But a bit of dispossession work kind of jumped the gun there, I think, and so Kilkenny are clearing this one. That's now with Paul Killian Buckley hitting it down the line. And it's still with Kilkenny now. And now it's with Lester Ryan. Hits it inside. Now it's with Matthew O'Hanlon. O'Hanlon with space. Lets it. Perfect ball. This is to Patrick Foley. Oh my goodness me. This is now. Jake Furman outside the D. Jake Furman. To the right and wide. My goodness me, this has been some contest. Quick puck out opted for. This is down for last seconds of the game, I'd say. Killian Buckley off the right, 65 metres out.
That's all right.
It's gone to Mark Fanning. Referee looks at his watch, and that's the half-time full-time whistle. Wow, what a game. I'm hoarse. What a contest it's been.
All credit to Wexford for their second half comeback, and the way they came back in the first half to make, keep themselves in the game, because the first half was a real struggle for Wexford with the pace and with their ability to get into the game. But great credit to the lads, everybody. The subs came in. Liam Ryan's played through the game. Damien Reck has made a vital contribution. Got Leach Shin really lifted things a bit more. Matthew Hanlon's work at the back. I don't want to name too many names, but I mean, they're all in Paul Morris up front. They're all putting in a good old work effort. And so early in the season, make a Walsh Cup final. The National League is only next week. That's more important. But this is a right game, and I mean, I don't care. I don't care what's on March 3rd. Even if I don't know if I can create a baby in that lane tonight, but I won't be the birth. But no, this is fantastic stuff. This is great appetizer for the game further down the line.
I was just about to say. I mean, at a time when these winter competitions are under threat because of the talk of burnout and overactivity, this is the greatest testament to the Bournemouth Walsh Cup. Like, to think that Kilkenny have 20 of these competitions. They've won. I think they won in 2016, or they definitely won last year. No, sorry, they won in 2014, 2017. Wexford have won this since 2002. It's more the Wexford-Kilkenny rivalry that's potent at the moment out there. And sure, it surely is potent with 1,016 of you tuned in our way. It's great to have you here on this Saturday afternoon. Sure, what else would you be doing? Tony Malloy could be doing a bit of country and western, but no, he's tuned into us. There'll be only one place Tony will be though next Friday night. He'll be in the Ashdown Park Hotel for the Strictly Come Dancing. They've in it in Gorey.
Oh, so he's gone to Nashville to get a few old dance moves off Dolly Parton, is he?
Well, he danced there 2 years ago, but maybe he's teaching them now, I'd say, Ron, to be honest. But
these Malloys are really talented, aren't they?
They are. Tony will be hoping for an impact substitution there in the form of Owen Malloy or Gary Malloy. I tell you what, they're bright prospects for. Let me be greedy first. They're going to be bright prospects for Naveena in the first place, and then there'll be bright prospects for Wexford too.
There's one thing about this game on Saturday. I love games on Saturday. I've been an advocate of freeing up Sundays. The Sundays shouldn't be so packed out. But the other understandable argument against that is there's a lot of people working on Saturdays. It's very hard to get the matches. Sundays are more accessible to matches. It's a hard balance to get, but I'm definitely one in favour of nighttime matches, on a Saturday. Nighttime matches, but unfortunately we haven't got Wexford Park floodlit or that. But there's a lot of grounds in Wexford, but unfortunately there's little things with infrastructure that unfortunately the health and safety people wouldn't give the thumbs up to. But today's match is a further endorsement of how good matches can be on a Saturday, and how great it is. And I'm a big fan of soccer, but I mean soccer's gone very dry and drivelling. I even struggle to watch the match today these days. But I am a soccer supporter, but it's just the game is not that watchable anymore. And it's great to have these GA games, your own native games, and we see we're reduced here. And for the first quarter, the first half, you would have said you wouldn't have been so enamoured by this game. But from there on, this game has really caught fire, and it's great. I'm looking forward to this actually. Really looking forward to it, and I'm looking forward to maybe the potential of 5 65s for each team, or I think it's 65s for each team.
Yeah.
Because that's a different pressure. Because in the game last week, the football game last week, where they took the freeze, Westmeath and Longford, I think it was 2 scores to 1 or 3 to 1. So it showed the pressure you can get on lads that stage. But hopefully, Wexford win this by half-time.
Well, there's an article in today's programme by PM Sullivan, Hurley's New Frontier, and he concludes by saying, welcome to 2018, prepare for warp speed. Well, by goodness, you'd want to have been prepared for warp speed today based on the normal game time that we've had, the 70 minutes. It's been some contest.
And one key thing, Kilkenny are back to 15 players now because it's a whole new game, so yeah.
Key difference because... is Brian Cody back on as well? We'll have to wait and see.
No. Let's stay in the sand. Because he possibly is suspension already.
So now.
So the thing is, they could bring on TJ Reid, which would be a huge addition. Which would offset the loss of Richie Reid. So why didn't bring him on normal time? Whether it's there, he's named in the programme. So look, at programmes are worth.
Well. You could say that, but we've had some substitutions on the Wexford side.
Totally. But at least they're designated in the programme. Like TJ Reid is listed 26. Yeah. He's an option to bring in there, and he'd be a huge addition to them.
Yeah, absolutely, Ronan.
But let's worry about ourselves. I think let's the positives. Wexford have shown a lot of carry, a lot of drive, and they've been there now reinforced them. Look at lads. We're preparing for bigger challenges ahead, like start away to Waterford next Sunday, and all that. But I mean, to keep well, first of all, Kilkenny have not beaten us in normal. We've bet them. We're on top of them in normal time in 3 fixtures. And they bet us in the Walsh Cup last year in the semi-final. They're very lucky. We could have won it at the death. Colin Barron lucky with a chance at the death under us. Then Wexford bet them in the National League, bet them in the Championship. Now they haven't bet us again in normal time. So that is a little. After Kilkenny having the power over us for so long, people might think this is not important. But the psychology of these Wexford lads, and there's a lot of young lads here this year, and there's a lot of lads here that suffer grief against Kilkenny. that further increase their confidence that they're on terms with Kilkenny. Kilkenny are not going to, like, people are expecting that Brian Cody's going to revitalise them again this year. There's a lot of work to be done in Kilkenny, and it's important that Wexford keep the old foot closer to the throat, and not let Kilkenny get back on top again. And to be down 172 points here, Mick, after 18 minutes, and get back to 120, 121 apiece, and force this game to extra time, it's a great credit to these lads. The way they're developing. Like, if we look at the Wexford team sheet at the start, there's a lot of new lads in that team. And then you bring on the sprinkling of experience like Macho Hanlon and Teacher. That's the way you do it, and it's working perfectly,
Absolutely. We've Cara MacDonald tuning in. Great to have you, Cara. And Laura Whitty. And Sean Redmond too.
And by the way, just anybody listening, just don't forget the Camogie are playing, the senior Camogie team are playing their second round National League game in Patches Park tomorrow at 2 o'clock. At least that's where it's fixed for, and I think Patches Park will drain well, so hopefully it'll stay there. So it'd be nice for people to get behind Martin Carey and these young players like Mary Lacey. God, what a servant, but she's signed off during the week. What a great servant. Her sister, the bomber Aruna, is still there. So, there's plenty of good players there, and the young players like Leah Walsh and all these, there's plenty of good young players there as well coming through, like young O'Connor, hello, wow. Just fabulous player as well. So just look at the weather mightn't be the most attractive golden, but the Camogie deserves support just as much as the hurlers and that. So look, if you can get out there at all to build Patches Park tomorrow Sunday, support the Camogie, support Martin Carey, and one Kilkenny man we'll welcome and embrace.
So we're just waiting now for both teams to come out of the dressing room. The referee and the linesman are back anyway.
See your Federer doing anyway today, will you? Are you being there, will you?
No, it won't come down.
Is he not back in line?
Oh, he's
Is he, yeah?
Nice to have Michael Hamilton with us as well. Michael Hamilton, yes, I have lost my voice in the middle of it all, but look, we'll keep going and see how far we can go.
Sorry, I was saying Jerry's on the same route as you. No. Jerry's always a good player then.
Wexford back onto the field here for the extra time. And Kilkenny coming out of their dressing room. Well, it's all set to go here in Nolan Park.
Absolutely, yeah. No,
Brilliant game, Jerry.
Brilliant, Jerry. He's getting all the United Nations.
No, he's all done with the tuning, nothing tuning.
Absolutely, no,
Absolutely. Well, there might be some angst in the South Australia camp, but Road and I haven't fallen out yet anyway. So.
We'll follow with you, gee.
The Echo Sport team back in action.
The ghost of the Echo Sport team.
We always have the throw in there for extra time. 15 aside. And I don't see Brian Cody just yet in the stands, but who knows? Anyway, the game is on here. We've 20 minutes of extra time to see how to see what can separate these sides. And this is now with Matthew O'Hanlon. O'Hanlon storming through, gets past the Kilkenny man, lets it off there to Jake Furman. Furman manages to solo through, and he's on the 45-metre line. He's dispossessed, however, and so it's Kilkenny who come again. And there for Wexford is Aaron Maddock, and so too is Jack O'Connor. And this ball drops inside. Oh, terrific catch by the Kilkenny man. That's Walter Walsh. Walter Walsh 45 metres out from goal, dropping in, and Mark Fanning saves it. Lets it out, a low ball towards Sean Murphy. Murphy jinking through, hits it off, hand passes it off to Liam Ryan. Liam Ryan 45 metres out from the Wexford goal. Hand passes it off the right. Back to Sean Murphy. Murphy off the left hand side, very close to the sideline now. And it's caught there by Enda Morrissey for Kilkenny. Oh, now meeting him head on there was Jake Furman. Referee has blown his whistle. Look, it was a similar tackle to actually what Wexford got the benefit of, near around 20 metres from there in the second half. So it'll be a yellow card, but
Yellow card.
Yeah. No, not too much.
That's
in
just
this
the conditions. I mean, I'll give Jake a lot of benefit out there. Just these conditions are slippery. And you know, you can go. If you intend to go for an old shoulder challenging, just you can go a bit high, you know. And just I don't think there's any intent there really.
Absolutely. Well, standing over this one is Owen Murphy. Owen Murphy has a point to his name already, and two frees to his name.
Mark Fanning 2-1.
So Murphy, 45 metres out from his own goal, heads too high, very high, and it's falling around 20 metres out from the goal. And so Kilkenny still have this here with Walter Walsh, the giant there on the square, hits it off the right and over the bar. Kilkenny first to draw blood in extra time, and so it's 122 to 121. So Mark Fanning eyeing up his opportunities now for this puck out. Hits it close to us here to get Leach in. Gets off Leach's hand there, so it's gone out for a line ball for Kilkenny. I suppose it was just travelling at pace and, you know, a bit wet maybe too. Didn't go Lee's way, however. So the cut doesn't go well for Padraig Walsh. It goes out for a line ball. And it's going to be 65 metres out from, it's going to be up here, 65 metres out from the Kilkenny goal. So it's taken a little bit of a short tap there from Jack O'Connor, and manages to win it, or almost winning it back anyway. And that's with Lee Chin. Lee Chin wins a free, a much needed free too, between the 45 and 65 metres metre lines. Definitely a scoreable position anyway, Ronan.
Most definitely, I know Paul's into a good mojo now at the moment. So yeah, I'll be expecting Paul to put this over the bar.
We've played, it doesn't feel like it, but we've played almost 4 minutes of the first half of extra time here. And standing over this now is Paul Morris. He's going to hit it off his left. He's bends, lifts. It looks good. It looks good. Straight over the bar. 122 apiece here in Nolan Park. And so
what's scoring, Mick? What's scoring like for? Yeah. It's great scoring. Like, you know, 44 apiece. I mean, it's amazing.
So now, this is well played there, Matthew O'Hanlon with a nice little hand pass, and it goes now towards Lee Chin through Padraig Foley. And Lee Chin storming now down the wing. He's still going 20 metres out from the goal. He was fouled there. Well spotted, well spotted.
Paul Morris.
Yeah. And it was dead wrong because Lee Chin was taken out of it there.
I say you've noticed no more than myself, especially the incident led to the number of scuffles there. They seem intent on, they seem intent on getting in Lee Chin's face.
Absolutely. Like when you look, you actually don't have that good of a view of it, Rowan, but I managed to get a look back on the action replay with Lars Sutton's camera here, and it was actually quite malicious what he did. He ran 30 metres to take him out of it. So anyway, look, that's going to happen. You're going to have that.
It's a credit to Lee Chin, and it's great to have a lad like him that that they're taking that attention. Lee's well able to take, and if they want to do that, we'll take frees all day, and there's not.
Paul Morris converts that one, 123. That's the first time we've led, and this is 5 minutes into extra time, or the first half of extra time. It's quite unprecedented, really. And just to give the referee credit, like if the referee hadn't have spotted that foul, we would have been on the referee's back. So fair play to the ref. Now Dermot O'Keefe has been introduced.
That lad a bit of salute battling on.
And surely will. And leaving the park is Aaron Maddock.
After putting in a solid shift in fairness to that.
So now, this is with Allan Murphy. Wexford lead for the first time in the game, 123 to 122. And we've almost 4 minutes left of time here in the first half of extra time. Now, bit of a scuffle for possession now. This is storming through a number of players. It's Conor Fogarty. Fogarty wins a free for his troubles. And it's going to be right in the centre of the park here at Nolan Park. But as you say, Ronan, they seem to be out to get Liam Chin in quite a pointed fashion.
And the more he's on the ball and the more to get him, the better, because he'll either get a score or pass off or a free. I mean, he's just such a positive introduction to this team, and there's a lot of lads working positive around him. So, but it's just he's lifted the performance to another level. And there's people that think they get so much credit, but in fairness, the man deserves credit.
110 Allan Murphy has claimed so far in today's game. He got 1-7 in the first half, 3 points in the second. Can he claim an extra pointed free now? He's around 70 metres out from the Wexford goal. He lifts, he strikes off the right. It's certainly got the distance, but it's just to the left and wide. 123 for Wexford, 122 to Kilkenny. 3 minutes left of extra time. In the first half of extra time, may I add. Now, Padraig Foley is an option here for Mark Fanning, but Fanning opts to go to the far side instead. Leaping up for that one there was Jack O'Connor, and scooping up possession there, I think that's Damien Reck, is that? Or, yeah. And Reck goes to ground, doesn't win a free though, and that's Lee Chin now. And Kilkenny trying to come back at it there. Oh, sorry, Jack O'Connor's there for possession now for Wexford. And Kilkenny jinking through with it.
Well done.
That's Padraig Walsh there. And there for Wexford, Conor MacDonald trying to have some sort of a influence there, but here comes Padraig Foley, and now it's with Conor MacDonald. MacDonald with these bright orange boots hits it off the left, and it's gone to the left and wide. Yeah. So, short puck out adopted. It goes 45 metres out from goal. Here's Killian Buckley. Buckley, the well-renowned defender. Oh, Conor MacDonald! Great little flick for Conor MacDonald. And so, Wexford come back in attack. Here's Dermot O'Keefe off the right. He was blocked as he struck it. 2 wides in a row for Wexford. Now, he was blocked out. Well, there was some sort of contact there on his hurl anyway. Look, we've a minute and a half of normal time remaining here in the first half of extra time. 123 to Wexford, 122 to Kilkenny. Coming out with it here now, that's is that TJ Reid? Anyway, we'll come back to that. This is now with Matthew O'Hanlon. Hand passes it off, and this is Sean Murphy, who's put in a solid shift here altogether. Hits it off the left. Good stroke there from Sean Murphy. Paul Morris is underneath it, and it's gone out there. All right. It's a Kilkenny ball. I was going to protest it.
I agree with you. I would argue in favour of Wexford, but he made a decision, so I let it go.
Oh, well, he made a decision, all right, but yeah, that's very mature. Yeah, all right, yeah. That would never stop me normally, Ronan. I think you should. Your day's right.
It's a youth, Mick. I'm old.
Well, it didn't matter anyway. It didn't matter. It's gone out there for another line ball. There was something up with the turf there or something. That's the second time Kilkenny man has struggled to get any sort of a stroke on that line cut there.
It's a Wexford worms in the ground, you know.
Wexford worms in the ground, that's it, Ronan Fagan. We've Lee Chin standing over this one. He has a few options around him, but there's a Kilkenny substitution on now. Oh, just for clarity, I never meant to check.
Oh, he's sitting over there.
Yeah, Brian Cody's still in the stands. He's 3 rows from the sideline and fairly obedient. (123 to 122). That's the scoreline. We've played the 10 minutes. And now it's in the referee's hands. This is, of course, 10 minutes for the first half of extra time here in Nolan Park. Wow, almost 1,500 of you tuned into us. It's great to have you. Hope you've enjoyed today's coverage. Now standing over this one is Padraig Foley for the sideline cut. He hits it off the left. Oh, it cuts out and it's gone out there again. We'll spend the whole day going back and forth on this sideline. Anyway. Referee looking at his watch, he's not sure now. We've played 30 seconds of additional time for the first half of extra time here at the Bournemouth Walsh Cup. A point in Wexford's favour. It's the first time they've led in today's game. They were trailing. It wasn't looking good in the first half. It was looking like we'd be heading back to Wexford with our heads in our hands. But anyway, that line cut worked out, but it didn't really work out in the grand scheme of things for Kilkenny as it ends here at half time of extra time in Nolan Park, 123 to 122. So now, whew. Oh, and if a text in here, if you get well soon, Ian Parrell's at home listening with the man flu. He's man flu, and he's there with Aoife Parrell as well. Great to have you, Aoife Parrell's with us in Gorey. Aoife had her exams during the week. Hope they went well, Aoife. And Ian, of course, hope he recovers from the man flu. You wouldn't want to be here with man flu today, I tell you, Ronan, would you? Call it. Oh, Wexford win, but I would have called that at any point. What do you think? It's so tight, but like Wexford haven't lost that momentum that they appeared with it in the second half.
That's exactly the word, momentum. Wexford brought the momentum in. There had a bit of momentum come to the half time, and then they brought the momentum in the second half, and the momentum hasn't slipped away from Mick, and they've gotten a point in front. I just can't see, and it's not my Wexford, in fact, I'm from Wexford, but I mean, it's just a momentum. It's a big word. It's a huge thing in sport, momentum. And Wexford had momentum, and I just can't see them losing this game.
It's been a fascinating sporting context. I think that's intriguing was the word you used before the game, and I tell you what, you've been proved correct, Ronan Fagan. It's been quite the game indeed. And both teams now in their huddles. They're almost ready to... Sorry?
I have to give praise to the young lads in there that are mixed in. Like, it's a good mix of a team there today. And I mean, the more experience they might be out against Water for next week, but great credit to the young lads. They've knitted in well, and, okay, the first half was a bit of a struggle, but they all worked and they kept their composure and they kept trying, and it eventually came good for them. And great credit to everybody here today for Wexford. And
get well soon to Roisin Dwyer, my sister. She has the girl flu. Anyway, second half of 10 minutes left here in Nolan Park. This is Padraig Foley. That's Jack O'Connor actually emerging with possession from the throw-in. Oh yeah, they surely are. And scoop it up there for Lester Ryan almost had it down. Dermot O'Keefe has it. Hits off the left. What a shot there from Dermot. It's dropping short. Conor MacDonald almost got in on it, but the referee there Allan Murphy is the man who clears it for Kilkenny, the goal man. And so here comes that's Pat Ling, who's back on the field. He had advantage to his name, Pat Ling. He went off there in the second half. This could be an opportunity to make things all square here at Nolan Park. 123 to 122. In fairness, the rain has completely vanished now. We have a bit of cloud overhead, but that's all. I think that's in line with what the Met Éireann were predicting. So this is Allan Murphy about to take this now. He's been fairly steady on the place balls for Kilkenny in the throughout this clash.
111 so far to his name.
Yeah, 111 so far he's landed. Some tally, isn't it?
Yeah.
So now Murphy.
Hopefully he won't add any more to him, Mick.
Hopefully not, but here he is. He's bending, he's lifting, he's striking, he hits it off the right. It's over the bar. So now we're level again. 123 to 123. The puck out to come from Mark Fanning. Dermot O'Keefe roaring for it. Will he hit it to him? No, he hits it over to the far side instead. And it's falling in Kilkenny's favour. Well batted down there by, I think it was Owen Moore who got a touch on it. And Kevin Foley tries to get on it, but here comes Patling again. Patling, he had a little bit of a rest there in the second half, and it certainly paid dividends for him. He lets it off inside there to Lester Ryan, and now this is with Walter Walsh. Walter Walsh off the right. Mark Fanning! Mark Fanning answers a crowd of Kilkenny supporters. He manages to stop that one going over the bar, and so it's 123 apiece still. Wexford coming in pursuit of a score in the counter-attack. Conor MacDonald gets it. It's just trying to scoop it up there now. Two Kilkenny men around him. Conor MacDonald, he's around the D there now, and he's some support coming in there now in the form of Lee Chin. Lee Chin closer to the action there though, but it's Kilkenny who come out on top. And so this is with Killian Buckley. Buckley falls to ground. He's been chased down by Padraig Foley, and he's not getting away from the Wexford men now. That's with Conor MacDonald hunting him down, and so it's a sideline cut, is it, Ronan? Yeah.
Kilkenny, yeah.
Sideline for Kilkenny. 120.
Mark Fanning deserves a lot of credit, because we could have conceded 3 goals in the first half, and he pulled that ball down there from Walter Walsh. He could have very easily gone over the bar and given them a bit more momentum. I said momentum is a big word here. It's slipping back to even at the moment in terms of momentum, but Mark Fanning's contribution to this game has been immense. Absolutely.
So the ball is loose here now, around 45 metres out, and Damien Reck is there for Wexford, so too is Simon Donoghue. And now Kilkenny come again. Here comes, that's Lester Ryan. Lester Ryan has certainly been influential in the last few minutes. It's gone out for a live ball for Wexford. A pivotal moment there. It seemed as if Kilkenny were coming on a rally. And look, time will tell. It's Mahan Shkeli and I'm sure. 123 to 123. 13 minutes and 44 seconds gone in extra time. So that means we've around 6 minutes left. Hope you're enjoying today's coverage. We've over 1,500 of you tuned in our way. Lars Sutton on camera, Ronan Fagan to my right, and I'm Michael Dwyer. So, Kilkenny still defending this one. And given that Sean Murphy now has to tussle with John Walsh, he gets by John Walsh. Murphy soloing through. 65 metres past his own goal. He puts it back on his hurley. He loses it however to Walter Walsh. And now it's with John Walsh. Different Walshes. And it goes back towards Matthew O'Hanlon. O'Hanlon hand passes it off. And now it's with Damien Reck. Damien Reck, he's been some player so far. Really exciting prospect for Wexford. Now it's with Paul Morris. 60. Padraig Foley. 45 metres out from Wexford goal. Now it's with Jack O'Connor. O'Connor scoops it up. And now it's back with Liam Ryan. Liam Ryan gets it into his hand. And now Liam Ryan, 65 metres out for Kilkenny's goal. Hand pass, or lets it off there to Kevin Foley. The two referees, men, combining effectively. There's a spare Wexford man. Oh no! It was such a pity. It took too many steps. But it was such a pity because there were so many options there presenting just outside his vision. I've gone really hoarse. But it was a prime opportunity. Look, to learn from that, hopefully, please God. Almost just over 4 minutes left to go. We've a Wexford substitution now.
Aidan Nolan back on.
And it's Aidan Nolan who's returned to the fray. Leaving the field is Jack O'Connor. And my goodness, has he played some game, hasn't he, Ronan?
Put in a solid, a very good shift.
Some hurler, isn't he?
Yeah. I mean, he overcame that knee injury and everything,
Overcame knee injury, came on at half time, and he just gives us all. I
noticed people standing around the exits, and they're just not. They're not prepared to actually go away. They're not much on their edge of their seats, Yeah,
you can even see it there up in the exits, the far stand as well, Ron. You're right. So we've 4 minutes left of extra time here, and Kilkenny coming in pursuit of a score. This is now Sean Murphy trying to get on it. So too, this is now with Simon Donoghue. A throw. He threw the ball.
I predicted extra time. I think this will come down to the shootout. It's kind of like a penalty shootout situation, but with freeze. I think it could be called for 5 each from 65. I think that's the way it goes. So we could be coming down to that. So hopefully we have a few fair, like Conor MacDonald, Mark Fanning, Matthew O'Hanlon can strike them. if you go through it, but I'll let you back to the game. The game is a big thing.
You're dead right though, Ronan. Mark Fanning, 45 metres out from his own goal. What a stroke from Mark. It certainly has the distance, I think. It falls, it's breaking into square. It's danger here for Kilkenny. But somehow I think they've managed to avert it. But Wexfords are still there contesting it. And that's now with, I think Gillian Buckley is there. And it's free out for Kilkenny. Free out for Kilkenny. And it's brought up for descent up to the 20-metre line. It's Allan Murphy. He's going to take it quite promptly. 2.5 minutes left of normal time in the second half of extra time in this, the Bournemouth Walsh Cup final.
Sean Murphy still the pivotal figure back there as a spare defender. Just
surely
with this ball coming in.
Absolutely. So now Allan Murphy standing over this one, searching for options. He hits a short one, very short one, and it goes back to Allan Murphy, 45 metres out from his own goal. Hits it off. And it's on the edge of the square now, but this is out it. Oh, that's a free out, and it'll be a yellow.
We're going. I think we're shootout. The shooters. No, it's 2 minutes left.
2 minutes left, yeah. But
piece.
It looked like there might be a booking there. Yeah, there was a yellow card actually awarded there quite promptly. So Damien Reck is down with the injury.
You fancy Conor McDonald for no kick goal near the end here, do you?
Oh, well, there's a Wexford man warming up there on the far line as well. We've 90 seconds of normal time to play, but bear in mind with this injury, we'll certainly have a little bit of additional time here. We hope you've enjoyed this game so far. Brought to you with thanks to Lars Sutton on the camera, Ronan Fagan to my right as well. All through the initiative of County PRO, PJ Howland. And well facilitated here by Kilkenny as well. And that substitute that I mentioned has been introduced. It's David Dunn who's returned to the field.
Going for the goals.
And leaving the field is Jake Furman. By the looks of things, I think.
Maybe you should just throw in all the free takers just in case this comes down to that.
Yeah, it's Jake Furman who's definitely leaving the field anyway. Now, Mark Fanning stands over this one. One last chance maybe. A minute of normal time remaining. Bear in mind, normal time of extra time. So, Kilkenny underneath this. It looks like they have it though with... now it's Sean Murphy who's still playing a vital role there in defence. Looks like he has the save, yeah. Hits it back. Hits it back towards O'More, and then it goes towards Mark Fanning. They want to get rid of it now for my nerves anyway. I don't know about you, Ron. So anyway, Wexford, we're all right now anyway as Wexford emerge in possession around the halfway mark. This is with Damien Reck off the left hand side towards Conor McDonald. Conor McDonald over the bar. A perfect movement. 10 seconds of extra time were left, and Conor McDonald got it in his hand, and as quick as you could say skippery do, it was over the bar. He just oh, brilliant play for Conor. 124 to 123. Here comes James Marr. It's Mark Fanning clears it. James Marr hit it in, and Mark Fanning cleared it. James Marr has been yeah, we could have a bit of additional time. Oh my goodness, Conor McDonald! It's floating! It's short. And so, Allan Murphy tries to find an opportunity. All eyes land on that referee now. As Neil Burton once said, it's all in the hands of the referee and God. And now it's back in with Sean Murphy, and so too Simon Donoghue. Simon Donoghue tried to clear it. He's under pressure, however.
Very smart.
And now it's with Matthew O'Hanlon.
Very smart.
Oh, free in for Kilkenny. Matthew O'Hanlon, some incident. I didn't see it. Did you see it, Ronan?
Let's see.
Oh, we'll have a look here at the action replay. It goes back to Matthew. Oh, he might have said that he threw it up and caught it. Marginal. Yeah. I don't know, he hasn't made any appearance of why it happened.
Look, in fairness, the referee hasn't been afraid to make calls today, with sends off. So, in fairness, I'll give him the benefit of doubt in that one. As much as I hate it, but I'll give him the benefit of doubt.
Yeah. Well, there was certainly...
Down to the shootout, Mick.
Oh, I don't know, Ronan. I don't know. We played a minute and a half of additional time in extra time.
Jack Keaney's coming back on. Is that pivotal to the shootout? That's showing the cleverness of tactics.
Yeah, absolutely. So Allan Murphy is queuing up this shot anyway. Jack Keaney coming back on. Well, my goodness, anyone who paid in a tenner here today, they've certainly got their money's worth. It's been some contest of hurling for the Burnamona Walsh Cup final. Hope you've enjoyed it at home. A whole almost 1,800 of you tuned in as Allan Murphy hits it off the right, and that's over the bar. 124 apiece.
2 minutes, 10 seconds, 2 minutes over.
Look, I'd say it will be it. I'd say this has culminated.
History in hurling football. History in football last week, history in hurling this week.
Wow, what a game.
The first ever shootout.
This is incredible. The Burnamona Walsh Cup final has ended. It will go in freeze to the 65. Well, the year was 2018. It's some moment. It's some moment to witness. To think that the Burnamona Walsh Cup has given us this absolute enthralling, breathtaking spectacle.
Just stop it for a second, change.
We're just going to stop this for one moment, and we'll be back very shortly. But like, some difference when it's on the telly, like, or like. I'm singing when we get out here. And we're back live. We had to change batteries. That's how long a game this has been. And so they're practicing. Conor MacDonald taking a punt at the post there. This is quite amazing. It's going to show true nerve, true audacity of the player. That's what I think you're going to see here now. It's as if the lads at the golf club were practicing their opening tee shot. It's quite remarkable, isn't it?
He's coming out to get mixed up, and
I tell you, lads, it's amazing how a whole 90 minutes of hurling comes down to this.
When you talk about like Lee Ching can take frees, Jack Keaney can take frees, Conor MacDonald can take frees. You know, we'll go through them. The lads that can take frees for Wexford, I've no doubt about the character. And yeah, this is a different occasion. This is where pressure comes in. We know from soccer where, no matter how good you are as a player, I mean, this one-on-one situation, this one situation, well, it's not even one-on-one now because it's just one. But it's a different set of nerves. But I'm happy with the nerves of the Wexford lads. They can do it. Absolutely. And look at the Kenny lads prove themselves up along the grades and all as well, like minor and all. So yeah, it'll be interesting.
You have to bear in mind as well, the wind has kind of changed and it will be blowing at their backs for these frees. Before I forget, Aisling O'Dwyer is listening in Gorey. Good to have you, Aisling. Yes, it is all about momentum. It will be about momentum with this as well. And Aisling Fitzpatrick is tuned in to Mount Alexander. Well, that's not too far away from Gorey there, Aisling. My home place, of course, as well. So she says take a breath. I'll have to take many a breath now on the way home. But this has been quite the initiative indeed, and it's been certainly paid off. So this is the first free.
No, it's not yet, is it?
It's not yet. No. When will it? Did you see how the football started? Like, what is the format for this, like, Ronan? Or
well, I'm sure the referee will blow, obviously, but he'll just stand in the centre, basically the centre of the pitch, I presume. And just everybody fire more from the same position. No, I didn't see the football, but certainly the score, I think it was 3-1 or something, or 3-2 or 2-1. But then again, it's hard to put a big letter football over the bar than it is a sliotar. So there might be a better return for the efforts today. But it'll be just the referee, everybody's just taking their time now, writing out their official sheet, who's going to take them, just like soccer. And the referee, it looks like he's getting the 5 sets of players together now.
It looks like we're coming more towards the moment now. I see Davy Fitzgerald in among the players there now, and we've Jack Keaney and Paul Morris is there, Mark Fanning, and then you've the Kilkenny cohort as well with Conor Martin. So the referee is at the helm of proceedings now. It's quite historic here at Nolan Park as we await this free shootout. David Fitzgerald having a chat there with the referee, John O'Brien of Laois, and it looks like that Wexford will be first team to have a punt at the post, and it looks like Paul Morris will be taking it.
They're going the other end. They're going the other end of the pitch. Yeah. They're going to hit them into this country end.
Oh, right, okay.
So all our packs in city end mightn't. So we're going to be hitting into the wind now, Mick.
It looks like it, doesn't it? Yeah.
Oh, no.
Oh, no, they haven't changed. They haven't changed. They were just asking everyone to move behind the players. It's quite the image. Just have a look at that. Like, it's quite remarkable to see all the players gathered around the 65-metre line, the umpires there behind them, and then these two umpires, and a lot is resting on their shoulders there as well. Here's Paul Morris, the Fern St. Aidan's clubman.
I say put it over. I'm fully sure he put it over.
Well, you better not put it in the back of the net. Well, look.
Oh, no, over. Yeah.
Silence descends here at Nolan Park. Paul Morris lifts, strikes off the left. It's tight. It's to the right and wide. To the right and wide.
I'm not going to break that anymore because I'm bowing.
So Paul Morris has hit that wide. Now, yeah, he surely has. This is Allan Murphy. Allan Murphy stands over this. He's going to hit this off his right. He lifts it off the right. It looks good from here. It's over the bar. You can hear the roar there for Kilkenny. So it's 1-0 to Kilkenny. This is going to be Lee Chin's shot now. Lee Chin taking this shot now. 22 on his back.
This is huge.
It surely is.
Huge. But what a man to pick. He is a nerves. He is a nerve stick.
He's going to hit this off his right. He bends, he lifts, he strikes. So nowhere near it. Went in the back of the net. It's gone. So that means it's going to be it's 1-0 to Kilkenny, and Conor Martin is going to take this. Conor Martin, this.
We need this to go away.
He's going to take this off his right.
No, he looks good. He looks good. He looks good.
It's tight though.
Yeah,
it's over. 2-0. And Conor MacDonald to take
whatever
this.
it goes, Mick, we haven't been betting regulation play or even an extra time by him. It's going to come, we haven't been betting by him yet, so,
absolutely,
look, it's a scrap, but, it'd be nice to win the cup. But we haven't been bet by him. We come up to their own backyard and they had us in ribbons in the first half, and our lads came back with great composure. There's a lot of credit to be taken out of this, regardless how it goes. Come on, Conor.
Conor MacDonald off the right. It looks good from here, to be honest. It's over the bar. Conor MacDonald with the first point for Wexford in this free shootout. Yeah, that's quite the title for him. Now this is Leicester Ryan, is it? Leicester. No.
Oh, we have a chance.
Now, that's the first miss for Kilkenny. So after 3 shots, it's Kilkenny 2, Wexford 1. Now we have Jack Keaney. He was introduced just a few minutes to go, just to make sure that he'd be here for this one. So now, 2-1, silence descending on Nolan Park now. He's going to hit this one off his right. Faces into the posts.
Come on, Jack.
He bends, he lifts, he moves, he strikes. He's a good one. I think it's good.
Yes.
It gets a nod. 3-2, but now bear in mind it rests on this one. And this is going to come.
It's Allan, that'll be over. We need Allan Murphy.
Oh yes. So
this is all going to be over.
Yeah, Allan Murphy has
we
been.
still have a chance.
We surely do, yeah. So Allan Murphy, this to maintain his side's lead, with his third pointed, looking into the stand. He's bending, he lifts, he strikes off the right. I think it's wide. It's wide. It's wide. It's level. It's all square in this free shootout.
Are we going to extra time in the shootout as well?
Well, it's sudden death then. Mark Fanning. That's a good one to finish it, isn't he?
I hear of the game in normal time, extra time, in terms of saving and pulling a shot from Walsh out the bar. Mark Fanning's been immense in this game.
Surely has.
And it'd be only suitable if he got the winner.
So Mark Fanning looking into this. He takes it quickly.
Lovely.
What a score! What a brilliant score.
We have a 1, Mick. We have a 1. Okay, the Kilkenny lads hit it, but I suspect we have this one.
Wow, okay. We're really putting their colours to the mast there now with John Walsh about to take this one. John Walsh, this If he misses it...
No, he's not going to score, Mick. He's not going to score, I guarantee you.
Right, okay. If he misses it, it's over. It's Wexford's victory. If not, it goes to sudden death.
You're going to win in dancing. I'm sorry, he's a backy bud.
Oh, big roar against him.
Fouled it. He fouled it. That's it. Wexford won it.
He fouled it.
Wexford won it. He fouled it.
Wexford, in the most bizarre of circumstances, are the Walsh Cup champions.
This is only the Walsh Cup. 3 games in a row now. We've had the number on Kilkenny. Keep it coming.
Well, what a finish to the game. After 90 minutes of a bizarre spectacle, ends with just the most technical of fouls. And so, Wexford's victory it is. Since the first Walsh Cup win since 2002, and it's the 16th Walsh Cup to come to Wexford. And, well, it's some win. It's some win. It's a remarkable preparation for Wexford's league final, and well, it's been a great game on this the 20th of January. We'll have the presentation now, will we, Larry? Yeah. Yeah, we'll have the presentation. Well, regardless, it's been great to have you here. We peaked there with over 2,000 watching us. You've been fantastic. It's been great to have Lars Sutton to my left and Ronan Fagan to my right. As I said, you've been fantastic. I've been Michael Dwyer, and we'll certainly try to continue this coverage over the next coming months. And well done to Wexford and Davy Fitzgerald, and it's a remarkable victory altogether. Ronan,
don't forget to come over tomorrow in Patrick Park, 2 o'clock, and Waterford next week. And if anybody wants to go to Fermanagh for the football, well, get up there as well. All the teams need it. Ladies football will be out very soon as well. And
the Ashdown Park Hotel next Friday for the dancing. We'll leave it at that.
Cheers, that's the top. Now, I did say as well, if your man scored that you would.
Oh yeah.
If he scored that, you would win. So he missed it. So.
Rightio, we're heading down now. Ronan, thanks a million for that. That was great. There you go.
Thanks, Mark.
Best of luck. Are you coming down?
Yeah, I'll come down.